Just imagine a life filled of positivity, abundance, love, mindfulness, just everything you could possibly wish for. Do you feel like you can get it? Because if you don't, you can. Sometimes we feel like we're juggling a lot and it's hard to stay grounded, even if it's like work and relationships and whatnot. But it's important that we try to stay grounded in these times, at these moments, because we need to center back to ourselves. That should be the top priority. Be able to find that balance in order to be able to create practices and routines that are gonna develop us into the people that we want. We need to be able to find that space to center. I like to meditate, even if it's being creative. I love to do that. Create art, music. Allow yourself to receive ideas, receive plans and information that is so necessary. The morning, as soon as you wake up, is where you're setting the tone for the rest of your day. When you put in practices in, such as exercise, yoga, meditation, eating something healthy, that will set the whole tone for your day, and your day will just be so abundant and everything else will flow. And I think when we start to set certain habits in place and get used to them, even if it's like, okay, when I brush my teeth, I'm gonna go and work out straight after. I got a parrot, she makes a lot of noise. But anyways, even if it's brushing your teeth and then saying to yourself, as soon as I've brushed my teeth, I'm gonna go work out. If you set that in the morning, like you wake up, brush your teeth, then work out, you know that because you're brushing your teeth, you subconsciously making yourself think, oh, I need to go work out now. And it becomes a habit and a routine that automatically happens. So when you set things like that in your mind and you think of an object like a toothbrush, you connect something to the toothbrush, which is working out or meditating or whatnot. You know that when you make that move to go to the bathroom, your day is just starting. This can pull us out of that kind of cycle we get into of not doing things that are important for us and things we know we need to do. Sometimes you need to attach something to them to create that habit. If you want to schedule your day, then schedule it mindfully and always prioritize tasks that align with your values. Sometimes you think you might have to do it because someone else has done it, but that's not the case, because not everything other people do will work for you. It depends on what you feel truly aligns with you and what you're supposed to be doing. So for example, you might see a lot of videos talking about millionaires' routines, to get me, and because that's the type of place you want to get to, you might think, oh, I need to wake up at 5 o'clock every day to do that. I'm just saying you don't have to do that. If that doesn't align with the way your body clock works or the way you want to work, then you don't have to do that. It's just about when you do rise, what are you doing in that time and what are you doing with your time in your day as you're awake, because you have to deep it. It doesn't matter what time you wake up, you're gonna be awake for a certain amount of time. And of course people might work late nights, and it's not all about what other people are doing. It's about what works for you, and are you aligning that with the routines you want to put in place? Are you gonna schedule your time to fit that? And that's what we need to be thinking about. It's not about what other people do, it's about what works for me, and am I comfortable with this routine, and is this something that I can carry on? You have to ask yourself that. And a lot of people say, oh, you have to go non-stop, and consistency is so important, because you're not going to be able to get where you want to get to if you're not consistent. Sometimes it's okay to take a break and allow yourself to relax, meditate, cool off, because if we don't do this, then we're going to get burnt out and run down. And sometimes it's about taking care of yourself, putting in care practices that are going to develop you and not just always run you down to the ground. We want to make sure that we're caring for ourselves as well as putting these routines in place. Our physical, mental and emotional well-being is so important to consider when working so hard. And when you have like a job, for example, whether it's a 9 to 5 or whatnot, it can be so hard to just actually stick to the things you want to do for yourself. We want to just make sure that we're creating that space and time to be able to actually care about ourselves and think about, what do I need? What does my body need? What does my mentality and mental wellness need? You get me? We don't want to forget about those practices, and I think that's important to probably consider when planning your days and how you want to put your routine in. Start to think about those things, because that's always going to center you and bring you back to what you need to think about. And even if it's not thinking for a moment, that's also so important. That's why I love meditation, because you'll literally sit there, and the goal is, obviously depending on what meditation you do, but my basic one is literally just, I don't think about anything, and I don't try to think about anything. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to sit and nothing. You get me? So think about those type of practices, even if it's prayer, you get me? Just think about them, and think about how could you keep these practices in place whilst juggling so much. And you know, you might have a small win. You've made that routine, you've stuck to your routine, and you've done what you need to do. And you might have that small win. Make sure you appreciate and celebrate it. Treat yourself. Make sure that you're giving yourself what you need. Someone else might not reward you for your achievements, but if you reward yourself, you remember it, and you'll want to keep on going. And that energy that you're creating is, you're giving to yourself, and then you're receiving from yourself at the same time. And that alignment will only grow a tree, grow the fruit. You'll be more in abundance. You'll receive so much more, because you're appreciating, you're giving yourself stuff, and you're loving yourself. And no one can love you as much as you should love yourself, you get me? You should love yourself more than anybody could ever love you. And sometimes in life we get people that love us so much, and you think, oh, do you love me more than... do you love me more than I love myself? But no, we don't want to get to that. We want to get to the point where it's like, I love myself so much, no one can love me more than the way I love myself. I treat myself right. And even in terms of relationships, completely different topic, but without loving yourself, you aren't able to be fulfilled in a relationship as much as you need to be, you get me? And that goes for any other aspect in life. You need to love yourself first, put yourself first, and you'll be able to create these routines that you want to do. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more content like this around self-awareness, self-improvement, you know, mindfulness, make sure that you follow and subscribe and like, because I'm here and I'm enjoying this, and I'm here to speak, talk, get to know you guys, get to know you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in my next video. So thank you for sticking around. Bye guys.